Welcome to the 5th annual Biography of the Year, our choice of the one person who had the greatest impact during 1999. Was it a man or woman, a politician or a sports star? Was it a well-known celebrity or someone who works quietly behind the scenes? Before we count down, here's a look at 1999, a year of defining moments.
The Senate, sitting as a court of impeachment, stands adjourned sine die.
On the afternoon of February 12th, William Jefferson Clinton, the first president to be impeached in 130 years, was acquitted of perjury and obstruction of justice.
I want to say again to the American people how profoundly sorry I am.
2 weeks later, 70 million Americans watched Monica Lewinsky reveal her secrets to Barbara Walters on national television. But the Lewinsky scandal quickly receded from the limelight when NATO bombs rained on Belgrade. Retaliation for Slobodan Milosevic's campaign of terror against the ethnic Albanians of Kosovo. It was America's biggest deployment of military strength since the Persian Gulf War. And while the world learned of mass killings by Milosevic in Kosovo, horror also found a home at a high school in Colorado. On April 20th, 2 heavily armed Columbine High School students poured bullets into their classmates and faculty members. 12 students and 1 teacher were killed. School shootings, it seems, have become commonplace. No one knows why. Innocence in America dies younger all the time. A plane carrying John F. Kennedy Jr., his wife Carolyn, and her sister, Lauren Bissett, crashed in the Atlantic in July. Another tragedy, another Kennedy, more than any family should have to bear. A few months later, not far from the Cape Cod crash site of Kennedy's plane, Egypt Air Flight 990 mysteriously crashed into the ocean, killing all 217 on board. But it wasn't all tragedy in 1999. Amidst the gloom, there were celebrations of glory and accomplishment. As the U.S. women's soccer team won the World Cup. 2 of the century's best athletes retired this year. It's hard to imagine basketball without Michael Jordan and hockey without the great one, Wayne Gretzky. The Yankees won their 25th World Series in 100 years, making them the team of the century. Also making history and money this year was the movie The Blair Witch Project, $140 million and counting. Not bad for a $35,000 homemade horror flick. But there was real terror overseas, in Taiwan, Turkey, and Greece. Earthquakes toppled buildings, upending normal life, leaving thousands dead and even more homeless. Here at home, Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas faced the largest evacuation in the nation's history. When Hurricane Floyd came through, it was water, not wind, that wreaked havoc. Another storm hit hard when a federal judge told Microsoft that monopoly is no game. The software giant is charged with strangling competition and hurting the consumer. Online, .com, the web, words that didn't exist a decade ago drive the marketplace, and many Americans can't get there fast enough. It's a Y2K race against time for the folks who run computers. When the clock strikes 2000, will the world still work? We'll see. Choosing the Biography of the Year is a daunting task. Our editorial board met several times throughout the year to consider candidates. We came up with a final list of 10. Each has distinguished him or herself with extraordinary deeds. Most good, some evil. Their stories are the stories of our time. We begin our countdown with the first female over 50 to hit #1 on the top 40 charts. Back on top again is our number 10, Cher. One of the most enduring entertainers of our time, this 53-year-old actress and pop icon bounced back in 1999 with the smash hit, Believe. Many fans thought Cher was history, but 1999 proved them wrong. A world tour, a book, a movie, television specials, and the biggest hit song of her life.
I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough now.
It has been a career spectacular for its triumphs and failures. Her partnership with Sonny Bono and its ugly breakup. Her 1987 Academy Award for Moonstruck, then an infomercial in '91 that nearly cost her her career. But the most gut-wrenching performance of her life came when she delivered the eulogy for her ex-husband, mentor, and partner, Sonny Bono, who died in a skiing accident.
Don't pay any attention. This is probably going to happen from time to time. And I also know that he is someplace loving this.
I can feel something.
With a lesbian daughter, a rocker son, and a string of ex-lovers younger than herself, Cher has lived life on her own terms. It has been a year to relish. At home, a new generation of fans. Overseas, 23 countries made her song #1. With Cher, you can only believe the beat goes on. Next is a man who was the longest reigning ruler in the Middle East. He survived 12 assassination attempts. His life defined nobility. Number 9 is King Hussein. The man who spent his life fighting for peace in the Middle East once said he yearned for a hero's death. But in February, it was cancer that ended the life of Jordan's 63-year-old King Hussein. From around the world they came to honor this man known to his people as the Humane King. A direct descendant of the Prophet Muhammad, Hussein assumed the throne in 1952 at the age of 16. As he matured, Hussein marched to the beat of his own drum. His love of speed, danger, and excitement gave him a playboy image. He married 4 times and had 12 children. In 1978, he married his elegant 4th wife, American-born Lisa Halaby, whom he named Queen Noor. King Hussein walked a tightrope between war and peace. He formed strategic alliances with his neighbors and close ties with 9 American presidents that resulted in stability for his tiny country. After more than 4 decades as king, this world leader accomplished what he called his reign's crowning achievement, the 1994 peace accord with Prime Minister Rabin of Israel, ending nearly half a century of enmity.
This is peace with dignity. This is peace with commitment. This is our gift to our peoples and the generations to come.
As he faced his own mortality less than 2 weeks before his death, King Hussein shocked the world when he bypassed his younger brother and designated his eldest son, 37-year-old Abdullah, as his heir. King Hussein left an indelible legacy, vitality for Jordan, and a sustained peace with his neighbors. In a turbulent Arab world, these are important achievements.